Kenya's prime minister has conceded the presidential election, saying he will respect today's Supreme Court decision that dismissed his challenge. The court unanimously rejected Raila Odinga's assertion that the March 4th vote was flawed and rife with technical problems. That means Uhuru Kenyatta will be sworn in next month as Kenya's fourth president. Nima Elbagir is at our bureau in the Kenyan capital and joins us now from Nairobi. It was a remarkable announcement from the loser, Raila Odinga. Tell us about it.
It was an incredibly historic moment, Jonathan. Not only has the country's new Supreme Court issued its first ruling on an election, but the loser, Prime Minister Raila Odinga, in a very statesman-like manner, walking up to the podium in remarkably high spirits, announcing that he will not contest, that he will put the interests of Kenya and its democracy first. Take a listen, Jonathan.
I pledge to abide by the court decision.
We have had some sporadic outbreaks, some groups of youth in the street, but they were very quickly dispersed. And across Kenya, the sense that we seem to be getting mostly is a sense of relief. This has dragged on and on and on. And of course, all in the shadow of the contested 2007 poll and the violence that followed back. There is a sense here that now finally a new chapter can begin. Sorry, Jonathan, I hear we're going to try and have a listen to that one more time.
I pledge to abide by the court decision. I wish the President-elect, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, and his team well. The future of Kenya is bright. Let us not allow the elections to divide us. Let us reunite as a nation.
We're hearing that President-elect, now we can say that officially, for weeks we've been calling him presumed President-elect. President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta is due to address the nation a little later this evening, and we are expecting from him very much in a similar vein, calls for unity and calls for Kenya and Kenyans to move on, Jonathan.
And still, the court's decision makes you scratch your head. Kenyatta won with 50.07% of the vote, a microscopic margin. Any challenge to that election, well, the election would have had to be perfect for any challenge to fail. Did the court explain why it was so trusting in a vote that, frankly, looked rather imperfect from a distance?
Well, we are expecting within the next 2 weeks that the court will release the thinking behind its decision. But I think what is surprising many people here is that it was a unanimous decision, when for weeks we'd been hearing nothing but reports and rumors and speculation about the many, many ways in which this election went wrong. But the court had always said that it was going to weigh the interest of the Kenyan people and the Kenyan nation in the balance when it made its decision. So their sense perhaps seems to have been that these were not malevolent glitches, that these were technical errors. And as many commentators have been noting, Jonathan, this electoral commission had only 18 months to put together an incredibly complicated ballot, effectively 6 ballots in one. So clearly the court has decided to go with the greater good in its decision, Jonathan. But we will be hearing more and getting a bit more detail as time goes by.
Nima Elbagir, thanks for